ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते.
Hello everyone, my name is Mrs.Antara Bhattacharya, a teacher from Tilak Vidyalaya ICSE. Today, I have the honor of sharing with you a powerful story from the life of one of India's most fearless freedom fighters, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. The story is titled The Broken Press, a voice that would not be silenced. It is not just a tale about a newspaper or a man. It is about courage, truth, and the unstoppable power of words. So let's journey back to the year 1897 to the bustling streets of Pune, where the voice of justice rose loud and clear through the pages of Kesari. The air in Pune was tense. The British government had just declared martial law in parts of Maharashtra. The people were angry, frustrated with unjust arrests, famine mismanagement, and racial insults. At the heart of this unrest stood one man, Lokmanya Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Through his newspaper Kesari, Tilak had been writing bold editorials. He questioned British policies, exposed their cruelty, and spoke directly to the people. His words became weapons of truth, more dangerous to the British than any sword. One evening, just before the latest issue of Kesari was to go to press, a troop of British officers stormed into the newspaper office. Without warning, they kicked over the ink pots, smashed the printing press, tore apart written pages, and scattered the type blocks. The staff was shocked. Some stood frozen, a few panicked. But Tilak, he stood still, calm, and firm. He looked at the broken machines and the black ink splattered on the floor. Then, without a trace of fear or anger, he picked up a chalk and walked outside. There, on a wooden board near the entrance, he wrote, "They can break our machines, but not our spirit. Kesari will return tomorrow." People began gathering around the board. Some read the message once, others read it aloud again and again. A silent fire spread through Pune. That night, Tilak and a team of volunteers worked under lantern light. They gathered spare parts from scrap dealers. Some offered old hand-operated printing blocks, others wrote articles by hand. Carpenters helped rebuild the tables. By dawn, a hand-printed edition of Kesari was ready. Not as polished, not as fast, but just as powerful. The headline read, "We are not afraid. We will not be silenced." Copies were hand-distributed across Pune by students, shopkeepers, even rickshaw pullers. People read it aloud in markets and tea stalls. Kesari had risen like a phoenix from ashes. The British thought they had silenced a newspaper. Instead, they had amplified a movement. Tilak later said, "The press is not just made of metal and ink, it is made of will, and will cannot be broken." So the moral of the story is, true courage is not in avoiding damage, but in rising every time you are struck down. I hope this story made you think about courage, truth, and the price some pay to stand up for what's right. Stories like these remind us that even in defeat, there can be greatness. Thank you for listening.
नहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते.